Hello, everyone. Welcome. This is the March 15th edition of the From the Bench podcast. There will be no intro, there will be no outro. I will address today the coronavirus and COVID 19, for better or worse here. Unfortunately, due to COVID 19, many of our daily activities are being advised by our government officials. In my case, Governor Gavin Newsom and the county of Santa Barbara, California, are advising that we go into social distancing mode. This means for myself, no interactions that are not necessary. Those trips that would normally be just a matter of fact part of the daily routine have to be curtailed based upon the fact that this COVID 19 virus is taking care of everybody here as far as that goes. What I'd like to say to everybody is number one, don't panic. Number two, take precautions as if this was serious in the sense of uh, do what you know to do. There is no reason to be hoarding items in your local grocery store, as is the case across most of America right now, other than the state of West Virginia. 49 states have recorded cases of COVID 19. I do believe personally that we are going to see some of the most, I would say, a spike in cases in the next 2 weeks. This may take a month, this may take 2 months. But unfortunately, as always, we always have people who are selfish narcissists, only thinking of themselves, because it is all about them, as you know. Uh, People are suffering, people are hurting, especially the elderly and those with chronic underlying conditions. I'm going to ask that you continue to keep this nation in prayer. Now, I understand that there are many people who are not religious necessarily, but there is a spiritual component to this, and I do encourage the faith community, that would be the Jewish community, the Muslim community, the Buddhist community, the Christian community, to continue to be vigilant, to pray, to do the right thing as far as your health, because unfortunately, in the relation to the city of Santa Barbara and the local community college of Santa Barbara City College, they were late to acknowledge the presence of this virus, and unfortunately, will be going to all online courses. Those that have gotten to be a part of this particular circumstance, we need to get on the same page. In the sense of only necessary trips, only necessary contact. If you don't need to contact somebody personally, uh, that, and if you do need to contact folks, at least 6 feet away. No handshakes, things of this nature. Be wise. We've all been sick before, because that's the way of the world. This is a fallen world, and I'm uh, sure that everybody who is panicked and fearful need not be. This virus has paralyzed the country of Italy. I do believe that the United States is about 2 weeks uh, latent to the circumstance, and I do believe there will be a spike in cases. So we'll be here, but unfortunately, the sports community is not what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about COVID 19, so I'll be posting updates occasionally. I am concerned, however, that there seems to be a lack of seriousness that's permeating the circumstance here amongst people. This is not funny. This is not a joke. This is not something to be mocked or laughed at. In the case of Rudy Gobert, um, basketball player for the Utah Jazz, he apparently did not take it seriously, despite the fact that he wants to donate $500,000 to the coronavirus, those affected by the coronavirus in his native home country of France. That's not going to. That's not going to be helpful in the sense that he did not take it seriously. So, star player Donovan Mitchell also has the coronavirus. What this means is 14 days 14 days of isolation necessary because it takes 14 days for you to be showing symptoms. Problem with this also in the United States, we don't have enough tests now available. Despite the assurances of Vice President Michael Pence and President Donald J. Trump, we don't seem to have the capacity in our hospitals or the capacities in our labs for the spike that we are going to see. What I would urge everyone to do is be civil. Do not place blame. We're all in this together. Nations are being shaken, and so is the United States. And hopefully, our sense of priority and sense of care for each other is going to improve. But unfortunately, in a individualistic society, we do have a tendency to be narcissistic. We're in a selfish society. We're in a society that basically is going to perpetuate self, and unfortunately a lot of you are in that mode. You're thinking only of yourself and not your neighbors, not the nation, and not the options that could be available to you. What frustrates me is the blame game will be played, and I'm ready for that as well. But let me make it clear, in the midst of this crisis, Access Media Global will continue to be here. Now, we may go into a mode, I may go into a mode of posting important announcements from the federal government, such as the daily briefing from Mike Pence, Donald Trump, and the task force regarding the COVID-19 virus. But you're going to have to live with that. Unfortunately, it's great. I would be rather talking about NFL free agency. I'd rather be talking about March Madness and the NCAA tournament. But unfortunately, with a stoppage of play, suspension of play across worldwide soccer leagues, worldwide basketball leagues, I'm constricted and limited in what I will present. But I will present relevant material. I will continue to present those things. So I've just posted the first confirmed case in northern Santa Barbara County, reported by KYT, the ABC Channel 3 affiliate here in the Santa Barbara area. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to them for the work that they're doing. But right now, this is going to wrap up this little shortened edition of the From the Bench podcast. Well, it looks like our sporting events and sporting life has been benched temporarily. Until next time, I'm Mark Janish for AccessMediaGlobal.com. I'm the founder and appreciate your patronage. If you'd like to support AccessMediaGlobal.com, go to the homepage, click on the appropriate PayPal tabs. You can use your credit card or debit card. And if you'd like to make a donation to keep this podcast and the associated website going, you certainly may do so. Until next time, I'm Mark Janish. Have a great evening. Stay safe, everyone. We'll be back soon. Take care, everyone, and have a good evening.